You didn't think you would see me this soon, did ya? Did ya? I didn't either. I'm honestly just very surprised myself that I'm filming. Also, you can tell how weird this is, because I don't have my bangs on my face, but like, wasn't feeling it, you know? So, we're doing this very unconventionally. It's just a chill video. You know, act as if we were like best buds having a chat about my favorite thing, libraries, with another one of my favorite things, coffee. I had a free Starbucks drink, so I was like, okay, I could go all in and get some energy and film a video. So this is what I'm doing. I know not everyone has the same feelings I do towards libraries, and I know that a lot of countries don't have as good of a library system, and I also know that there are simply loads of people who have a phobia for old books because they're old, because you know how phobias work. So I know that's the case for a few people. I'm not gonna call everyone that doesn't go to the library entitled, because I'm also a book collector, so I can also understand just wanting to own your books. I don't know, I'm just really into the library, so I'm here to telling you a bit about why I love the library so much, because honestly I just promote it a lot on Twitter and whatnot, and I just love talking about the library. So yeah, first of all, I suppose we should start at the very, very beginning. As a kid, used to go to the town library quite often. I vividly remember moving once. It was like hella close, like 5 minutes from my school. So my friends and I would just go for the funsies and for shits and giggles. We would be there like every other day. Also, it was in this old-ass building, so one time I just remember a freaking bat sitting in the alcove for like ever, and then it was just gone one day. I don't know what that adds to my point, but I just thought it was a funny anecdote, maybe-ish. Anyway, so my best friend and I from middle school would also just always go to the library to hang out, because why not? Because we like books and we like browsing, and that my viewers that are part of today's youth was way before the library had like Wi-Fi and computers. It was just this old building with loads of books that you could browse through, and it was so cold, and summers in Romania are so hot. So you can imagine how excited we were. Anyway, thing is, right, I'm old, and I come from a very country. So we literally, our card was this sheet of paper thing. It was like yellowy, and it even looked old and ancient and just dusty, and I don't know. And I think it was, it would last for like 5 years or so. But the thing is, you had to remember that long ass number. So we would always save it in our phones, but somehow, I don't know, I either kept deleting mine or changing phones. I think I changed phones a lot as a kid. So I was always just sort of dreading the thought of being like, miss, you know, forgot mine again. Except, you know, at the point where I was going there hella often, they just would have my sheet of paper sort of in the front, and they didn't have to go looking for it because I was like a favorite customer. I don't know. Yeah. But also, the librarians sort of knew me, so they were always like, I remember just vividly when my mom was in Afghanistan, and I just walked into the damn library for some peace and quiet and books, and the librarian lady was like, "Oh, Gabriela, how's your mom? I haven't seen her in forever." And everyone sort of turned their heads, because obviously you expect silence and peace and quiet in the damn library, and I was like, kill me already. Also, I got very into new releases, and also I wanted some more American and British and whatnot classics, and the library just sort of didn't have the books I wanted anymore. I just sort of outgrew it. And also, I really liked collecting my books. I started doing booktube, and I was young and innocent and didn't know much of the world, And I was like, okay, but if I want to do this, like, I need you to own a lot of books. Which, honestly, first of all, bullshit. Second of all, Gabbie, you just want to own books because you want to own books, okay? Don't blame it on society. And third of all, my library only had books in Romanian. And I feel like when you translate fiction, it can lose a lot, okay? And it doesn't feel the same way. It needs to be a hella good translation to feel the same way. If you're not a native English speaker, then you know what I mean. And also just puns. You lose so many puns when you translate stuff. And I love me a good pun. So yeah, I sort of gave up on that. And then this year, when I came back to Ireland, I was like, there's a library here. and let me tell you, did it change my life. This is now my card. I've been using it so much that my signature just sort of, ran off, so I should sign it again. But yeah, it's an actual card, and they just scan it. It honestly blew my mind. I'm such a dork, and I can take up to 12 books out at once. I can order any of my books online, which, blessed. I can renew my books online. What else can I do? I don't know, it's just amazing. I can take out audiobooks or ebooks or whatnot if they happen to have the ones I want to in their collection. I can read books in English. They have a way wider selection. They have graphic novels, which saves me a lot of money because I'm very wary of graphic novels because I read them so fast and I want to check out so many of them. It would just be a waste of money for me because I get so few time of enjoyment out of them because they're kind of pricey, I feel. So the library did really help me there. Also, I read way more books when I have time, and now I do have a lot of time, then I buy, and I would just be in eternal debt if I got all the books that I get out from the library. So that's real nice, that's real neat. Of course, there's the issue of the embarrassment of me going there every week-ish to bring back 10 books and then take out 10 more and then have the librarian tell me, oh, you still have 2 out, and 6 on their way, and you can see their eyes widen and you can see them want to laugh at me, and it's just, yeah, but it also low-key makes my day because at this point they know me. All of them know me. There are 6 librarians at my library, and they know me. I'm that person. It's kind of fun. It's kind of my brand. It kind of makes my day. Also makes me hella embarrassed, but Also, if they don't have the books I want at my library, which is often the case, they literally order it from any other library in the country, I believe. So I rarely happen to have 2 books out from the same library at this point. I just think that's so cool. I literally take cookbooks out of the library. I honestly have Tanya Bakes on its way, and it blows my mind. I love libraries so much. I can just take out anything I want if they have it. But usually they have a lot of stuff. So I'm just libraries, I've been missing out on so much because libraries are so cool. Again, I'm very, very privileged in this position because I know a lot of countries don't have these resources. You might not even have a large library next to you. You might only be able, like I was way back in the day, to take out 1 book, also have the librarian be judgmental. So yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I don't know if anyone has these resources, but I would wholeheartedly recommend you check out your local library because it might just change your life. Libraries are great. You know what? My library is right across from a cafe. So that's also real neat because I'm often there too early and need to wait for it to open. So yeah, I would love to know if you use the library. How's your library system in your country? I don't know. Also, do you like Laura's a lot? Because same. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you some other time. Bye!